Texas 9-3 can't make it, right? Um, Ohio State can win. Indiana can win. We beat Texas A&M. They drop. We need we need somebody else to lose. Honestly, that would that would help. Like if
But
Oklahoma goes in,
Alabama
out is Alabama, Oklahoma. One of them have to lose.
or Oregon. Oregon has a who does Oregon have? Oregon
They got
has
USC,
USC.
so
That's tough. No.
that wouldn't help us.
They have Washington too, though. If they lose to Washington, that would be big.
That'll help, but they can't lose to USC. They lose to
Yeah.
USC. USC gets so far ahead that we can't catch them now.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's Oklahoma, it's Miami. Well, no, because they're
No,
going to
they're
get
in
it
it.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Oklahoma,
Ooh,
Alabama.
BYU losing to Tech again would be nice.
BYU's not in though.
Are they not?
No,
Oh, they're not. Well, true.
no, because
Well, but you'd still want them to lose just in case one of these other teams lose.
ranking purpose, yeah, 100%. So, and then we need Georgia to beat Georgia Tech soundly
Yeah, I
because
was
if
gonna
Georgia
say
Tech beats Georgia,
they're in.
they're in, and I think they're going to the ACC championship anyway. I think because their only
Sounds
losses
right.
to NC State. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we need Oklahoma to lose versus LSU or who's our other game this week?
They play
Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah.
Like we need them to trip and stumble. I don't care how they lose. They just have to lose. They lose, they're out. They're done. Alabama, if if Auburn can go still one, that'd be their third,
Yeah.
and then it'll be
And
two
Texas would have a
losses
win versus
versus
Oklahoma.
right, and then it'd be two losses for Alabama
No, they
versus
have three.
unranked teams.
They'd have.
Right, but
Oh yeah,
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 but
yeah, 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 yeah.
two versus unranked, right? Because Florida
Yep.
State was unranked when they lost, and then Auburn's unranked, so that'll knock them out. So I think it's just really those two schools, um, because we went like we beat Texas A&M. They dropped no lower than probably 7 or
6.
8.
Yeah.
Just depends on what happens with Oregon and USC. Because if
Yeah.
Oregon wins, Texas A&M loses. They both have one loss.
Yeah.
Oregon will, jump them. Texas or Georgia would jump them. You know what I mean? Like it becomes a cluster up there. But yeah, we need somebody with two losses already to get a third, knowing that they don't have any more ranked opponents. Like we have the benefit of having Texas A&M last.
Yeah.
All cards on like that's it. Like you can't write this Disney story better than this. Oh, they took a tough loss to Georgia and still made the playoffs. How they had the number 3 team in the country for the last game. You got to
True.
win. Easier said than done, but
So for Texas fans, what you want moving forward, you want Ohio State to beat Michigan, keep that number 1. You want Indiana to win out. Obviously, you have to beat A&M. Georgia, you probably want them to beat Georgia Tech because you want that loss to look as good as possible.
Yep.
Tech, you want Tech to take care of BYU and the rest of their schedule just to keep it out the way. Ole Miss, who does Ole Miss have on their schedule?
Who's Ole Miss playing? I'm not sure.
Ole Miss has, because their schedule's been light. They got Mississippi State this week, rivalry game. That's all they have. That's all they have. So, if they lose,
they have one.
I think so. And they also have to win versus Oklahoma. So you probably want them to win just to keep them ahead of you.
Yeah.
So Ole Miss, you probably want them to beat Mississippi State. Oregon, you want them to beat USC. Really, It comes down to Texas has to beat Arkansas, ideally in a comfortable fashion. Then you beat Texas A&M. Again, if you can beat them comfortably, that would be nice. Then you would want either Oklahoma, because Notre Dame, they're not going to lose. Notre Dame has
Stanford and somebody else. I can't remember.
Let me see. Notre Dame has Stanford and Syracuse. Syracuse got their quarterback. They're going to win. So Notre Dame's going to be there no matter what. If Oklahoma loses to LSU or Missouri and Texas has the win over them and Texas beats Texas A&M, they would jump Oklahoma. USC would be out automatically because of the loss to Oregon. Georgia Tech would be out because of the loss of Georgia, assuming that they win out. Michigan would be out because they lose to Ohio State. Miami or Georgia Tech would be in for the ACC. Utah doesn't have a path. especially because they've lost to BYU and Tech at both pretty comfortably. So if that's the case, then you're looking at a bracket of Ohio State, Indiana, let's just say Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oregon, Notre Dame. Is it crazy to say Texas at 9?
No, because we will have more top 25 wins than Notre Dame.
And who does Vanderbilt have left on their schedule? Texas does have the head-to-head of Vanderbilt, so that's going to be their case. They have Tennessee, so you're going to want Tennessee to win that game just to get them out the way.
Yeah.
There's a path. There's a path.
There's a path.
that's all I'm saying.
It literally just takes one of those teams in maroon to lose one game.
And now the question, do you need them both to lose or just one?
I think just one. Because
you got to think the ACC is going to get an automatic bid.
Right.
Group of 5 gets an automatic bid. So that's 2 more spots. You're trying to sneak into that 12th seed, basically.
Well, that goes to the group of 5 team, regardless.
Because so you want the 11. Yeah, you want the
ranked lower. So you're looking at 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And when you look at BYU, Utah, they don't have a path. The only thing that creates a path is if BYU goes to win the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, that's
where Texas gets screwed, because now it's 2 Big 12 teams opposed to 1. So Texas Tech has to keep winning.
Sure.
They have to keep winning. It'd be nice if Oklahoma lose to Missouri and then Bama lose to Auburn. Yeah, because it really opens up a path now for us to get in. But if just one of them lose, I still think we have a direct path as long as we beat Texas A&M.
I agree.
Because that win game's
huge.
Because that win will carry more weight than Oklahoma's win over Bama. And we beat Oklahoma head to head. Alabama only has the win versus Georgia, but then they have loss versus Florida State and let's say a loss versus Auburn. And then they lost to Oklahoma. So that's 3, but they got 2 bad losses. We have one bad loss.
Exactly. You just say we have lost to 2 top. I guess if we beat A&M, we'd have 2 losses to 2 top 3 teams. We have a win versus then ranks number 3. We lost by 1 touchdown to Ohio State. It was a 4-point game heading to the 4th quarter versus Georgia. You lost to Florida, but every team has a bad loss here and there. You have the head versus Oklahoma, which helps you versus Bama. You have the head versus Vanderbilt. Now, worst case scenario, Oklahoma, Bama wins out, BYU beats Tech, then it's tough. Then it's there's not really a path at that point.
Even if you beat
A&M, it's just not going to be But
you
handle your business. The dominoes fall a certain way. We're just telling you there's a chance. So
we need Missouri and LSU to pull out all the stops and go beat Oklahoma.
All right, guys.
One of them be cool, but both will be nice.
And Texas Tech needs to win out too. So for the first time in our lives, we're rooting for Texas Tech. And per usual, we're hate watching Oklahoma and Bama. So some things have changed, some things not so much.